they can renew it. They may do a bait and switch where they give us something similar that seems to, and then just like the Federal Reserve Act of 1913, they wrote it with certain oversight and regulations from Congress.
You know what?
They systematically dismantled them, right?
Yeah, and everybody needs to understand, everybody out there listening, the only reason they got away with that, the only reason we ended up with 100 years of a deliberate bait-and-switch debt system, creating so much debt that our great-grandchildren would be under the yoke of it, is because we were not paying attention. And we weren't so busy paying attention to our own lives, our own problems, the day in and day out in the drudgery and all of that, and we were electing people and sending them off to government and trusting them to do their jobs. We did not have oversight. We have to stop that.
Right.
We've got to start
taking
responsibility.
The price of liberty is eternal vigilance, and the closest I've seen of it among some people is vigilantly looking for some way to explain away the obvious. And, it's like I told you about this guy who insisted that I had to prove exactly what happened to the plane that supposedly hit the Pentagon. It's like, I don't have to prove that in order to prove that what they claimed didn't happen. But anyway, we need to keep pressing on. And so, like I say, yes? Yes.
We need to get moving on, honey. We just got a couple minutes left.
God bless you.
And I still got somebody else in the queue. Thank you, honey.
Thank you. Pressing on. Let's go. Thank you.
Okay. Yep. Okay, guys, we have we're going to take just one more question for today, and this is Kathy. Kathy, you had a question for Drake.
Yes, Drake. I have a question. I had listened to your radio show with Teri a couple weeks ago, and I also listened to the lengthy interview. I listened to it and then went back and read everything to kind of discern information about what's coming in the next couple weeks, months, years to come with this situation. And I know that you had specifically asked for people us to tell people, the aware ones, to get ready, to be out without power, possibly without gas, without food items, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. I don't know how, it's kind of, I'm trying to take all this in, and I'm on information overload myself. I'm just having some difficulty in itself. Now, are you doing this with the Pentagon, and I know that under their supervision doing this, correct?
It's not a supervisory situation. It's a joint
operation. It's
a joint operation.
My dad's ex-military. I should have known that. Okay. So it is a joint operation. So what I'm trying to figure out here, is the Pentagon also in a joint operation with our friends upstairs?
Yes.
Okay. I'm trying to tie all the pieces together here because I'm dealing with some very loving parents in their 70s. They're not getting it, and they're 800 miles away from me. If anything goes down, I am terrified for my parents. So I'm trying to find the most basic mindset to be able to talk to them about this, and I just cannot get past a brick wall. Is the only way I can say it. I'm hitting a brick wall with my parents.
Right.
Well, one of the things you could do would be to take some canned goods over and just drop them off.
Well, I'm in Georgia, and they're up near Washington, D.C., and that's what frightens me the most. Because I know what D.C. will do in that area and the county they live in. It's just a very violent area.
Well,
and anytime anything goes wrong, riots start. So, and I don't want to negatively project, period, because that's just not my mindset. I don't want to be fearful, but I need to find some way to get my parents to understand some real things are happening. I posted on Facebook exactly what you said the other night. it could be any week, any week now up to a couple months. These are the things that...
You know what? If you could just convince them that if things start happening that don't look right, stay home, stay inside. Stock up on some groceries a little more than they usually would, because there's liable to be some real, changes that are going to cause some chaos and shake up pretty soon, and it won't last very long. But they would be safer if they would just stay home and inside.
Okay, so we're looking at maybe from 2 weeks on to a month, and not even that long if people just wake up and, say, hey, we got to accept this.
Yeah.
Exactly.
It's easier. It's easier if you do not take the anxiety that it comes from the worry and allow it to run free. This is a planned, very well executed to date situation, and all kinds of safeguards have been made in the plan that I'm not allowed to talk about yet fully.
Is that from upstairs or Pentagon?
Go ahead, Drake. We've only got about 2 minutes left, Drake, and I need to wrap it up.
No. Okay, well, I'll go ahead. I did it very politely on Facebook to the people. My mom and dad are on my Facebook page, so I put it out there very politely, and I had no fear in it whatsoever. I just said that everybody sees the government going down, so I just asked them to get prepared, and I left it as a very loving and peaceful message, and I'm just hoping that others get that message and kind of keep pushing it.
Just kind of direct them over to our website, and we're being as gentle as we can, but still bringing as much truth as what we possibly know how to do. And maybe that'll help them.
All right, and the book you mentioned also about the Federal Reserve, can I get the name of that book again, please? Because I think I'm going to buy that for them and send that up, and hopefully that may get them started understanding.
It's called The Creature from Jekyll Island.
Okay.
All right. Well, thank you.
By G. Edward Griffin.
I'll Google it now and take care of that, and thank you for having me on the show. You guys are doing an amazing job. Keep it up. I'm listening.
Thank you.
Okay. Have a great night, everybody.
Bye-bye.
Good night.
Okay. We're down to just a few more minutes left here, and I do want to thank everybody who has been here, who's listened, who's participated. It's been an awesome group. We're down to the last little bit, and I do want to bring forward that we are going to have on next Thursday our very own Dr. Will Spencer, doctor of naturopathic medicine, among other natural remedies for both for body, mind, spirit, environment. You name it, this man is awesome. I know I can attest to what he talks about and what he is teaching.
Yep, amen, me too.
Yep, and I know Drake can as well. And I'm really looking forward to having him. And he will be accompanied by our newest member, Anita from Ohio. On the opposing side, given the fact that her husband is a retired allopathic doctor. So this is going to be an awesome show coming up on Thursday. That will be from 1 to 3 Eastern Time. Joanne, or JoJo, did you have anything you want to add here?
No, I think it was a great show, and I really liked the part about maybe waking some people up about the health care bill a little bit. Someday I'd like to address that because I'm a nurse and I could add some stuff to that. But all in all, we had a lot of great callers, and I think we covered a lot.
I think we did, too. And I have to give you a very special thank you for jumping in here and helping me with the chat room and with the board and everything else. As soon as we started piling up, I was having all kinds of technical glitches and everything freezing up. And if you noticed, I even got dropped off the call myself.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, anyways, yes. Drake, you are such an inspiration with your words and your message that you're bringing forward to the people that, we can't thank you enough. Teri, our historian and our Rusa Buster, loves you to pieces. And we will be having another follow-up on our Rusa Exposed series on April 15th, Tax Day. Go figure, right?
Yeah, I didn't even think about that being so ironic, but it just worked out that way.
I know. It just worked out that way. I want to kind of let our listeners know, please, Drake will be with us for between 15 and 30 minutes of each of our upcoming shows to answer questions that we will forward to him and give an update. So we look forward to that. And everybody, y'all are great. Everybody's wonderful. Can't say enough for everybody. Drake, do you have a final word for us? You got about 2 minutes.
Primarily, stay calm, cool, collected. Find out who you're dealing with before you deal with them a little bit. Then deal with them courteously. You're liable to be contacted directly by either law enforcement or military personnel, or maybe even the local militia might stop by and say, "Is everybody okay? You guys fine?" And all this. One of the tasks that I was given was to contact as much of the underground people, the people that hide from things in the woods or go play in the woods or however you want to look at that. And I've done that. They are basically aware as to a great amount of what's going on, and they are willing to assist. So that should take a lot of the concern about interaction between militias and military. The other part of this is don't be playing the riot game. Just simply stay in the house. Somebody wants to run up down the street hollering, that's fine. The cops will get him eventually if he keeps doing it. And simply, simple stuff, be prepared, get an extra can of beans or whatever you happen to like eating, and kick back and watch this unfold. This ought to be interesting because it's going to be a new 4th of July, and I'm wondering what kind of fireworks display the military is going to put on for us. And that's basically it.
Yes, exactly. Thank you so much, Drake. And I want to let our listeners know that next show coming up is Tiger Lily with the Freedom Roar. I'd like to invite everybody to please stay tuned and check her out. Tiger Lily is an awesome host here at Freedomizer, and I love her to pieces. And going to stick around and listen to her show for a little while. So, anyways, again, we want to thank you all, and God bless you, and be safe, and just stay tuned to Freedom Reigns.